Hey everybody, about a month ago I did a video about a media box that I hooked up to my truck to basically eliminate the issue I was having with the audio not connecting to the CarPlay in the Ranger Raptor by itself. Um, I like that thing a lot, but my wife's car didn't even have CarPlay, so she took it within 3 days of me having it in my truck, and I was left without, so I went and got another one, and this one is awesome. I would say it does everything that that one did, and this one has a little bit more. It has its own AI-driven chat GPT smart, thing in here. You can ask it to do stuff, ask it to look stuff up for you. Haven't played with it yet, but I watched the videos on it. That's going to be next up. But I just wanted to show it to you. So this is the home screen right here. I have it tied into my truck's Wi-Fi. I pay the 20 bucks a month for it through AT&T. You can also put a SIM card in the actual device down here. And this is how I have it hooked up. So I plugged it into the USB-A and left the USB-C open for anything else I might need to charge. I have little Velcro things. It's just hooked on there with Velcro. It's got the little blue light. I'm pretty sure I could go in there in settings and turn that off, but it doesn't bother me. This is the box for it. So it's the ATOTO CB6. This thing is great. You can get it with more memory. This one has the 64 gigabits of memory. I don't know where it says that on there, but anyway, has 64 gigs if you wanted to put movies, if you wanted to put music, if you wanted to put audiobooks and stuff on there. Anything, you could put pictures on there and have it display as like your background screen or whatever. So basically it's just an Android device, but it also lets you hook your phone up to CarPlay into it. So you could just not even use the functions in the background and just use this as a CarPlay to eliminate the audio issues that the Ford, and I think all CarPlays, because I've had other vehicles that had the same issue where it has a syncing issue, but this one, once you use these media boxes, that goes away. It's a thing of the past. It takes a little bit longer to connect. When you turn it on, it has to start up, it has to tie into the network, and then you have to hook your phone up to it just by pushing the little CarPlay button on it, and then the phone automatically ties in. So when you first buy your truck and you just hook up directly, it might take 5 seconds. Now it takes 10 or 15 seconds, which is not a big deal. Honestly, we should wait that long to let our trucks warm up anyway when you get in them. So that's that. I really like this thing, and I want to show you that not only does it let you have regular CarPlay, but you can go into the apps here, and basically you have the Google Play App Store on here. So you could download any app that you have on your other Android devices. If you wanted to use Waze instead of Google Maps, if you wanted to do, I'm not actually going to do this because I like the apps that I have on here, but any apps that you have that you want, you'd be able to use. So just to show you, like YouTube, for example, I'm tied into the network, so we can watch YouTube in here. My kids really like that when we're waiting in line to drop off at school. They might want to catch up on whatever Mr. Beast is doing or something like that. So we'll just turn it on and let them watch what they want while we're waiting. Or if here's one of my videos. You can make it go full screen. And when you are full screen, you still have everything down here. You still have your climate control. You still have your other normal controls down here, your music. I don't know what that stuff is, your phone, your hotspot, and then your trailer stuff. But everything else is still available, and it just gives you the top half of the screen. And obviously this is set up in portrait mode, so landscape's only going to use that amount of it, but that's just the way it is. To get back to the main screen, you touch anywhere on here, it brings up the little white dot, and then you can go back to home. Once you're in here, so that was YouTube, just to show you, it also has like Netflix, it has Amazon Prime, but all of these devices work just like any other Android device, and it'll work while you're driving, it'll work while you're stopped. I would recommend, not having it on while you're driving, just because you'd probably end up in a whole lot of trouble if you got in an accident because of it. But it works great, and the quality of it is really good. So it's pretty quick. It's using your regular network, but if you had a video saved on there, it's going to be pretty decent quality video coming through. So here's just a Netflix show. I don't even know what show I picked. But I'm going to be catching up on the new season of Reacher because it came out today, and I've listened to all the books. And I like the first 2 seasons, so the third one's out today on Amazon Prime, so I'm going to be watching that. So there we go. That's the main screen here. It does your weather based on your Wi-Fi location. I haven't figured out how to go in here and change the location because when you click on it, nothing actually happens. I haven't figured out how to manipulate the home screen. Fortunately, it's stuff I want. Like having Google Maps up there, having the weather, and then having what's playing over Bluetooth is great. But it would be cool to be able to change it around, and maybe instead of weather here, I could have Audible or something. And you could just have Audible on here with your own account tied in, and then you wouldn't have to go through your phone. But I'm going to show you how you set your phone up on here as well. So it was on the main screen right here. So speed play, you just push that button. It's going to tie into your phone. Right now it's connecting to my phone. And then you're going to see the screen, once this comes up, is exactly like your screen was. So this is exactly what you see when you hook your phone directly up to the truck. So you still have your main stuff up here. If you wanted to see your cameras, they're still all there. Let's see what else. You've got, you know, your own settings here. Those are still over the top of everything else. And then you come back here, and then this is just your standard thing here. But if you go to CarPlay, I think yeah, so CarPlay brings you here. If you went to Android, I don't even know what Android's going to do. Nothing. It's not hooked up to anything. So there's CarPlay. When you're in your CarPlay and you want to go back to the main screen to watch YouTube, you just hit Car, and this is the main home screen for the ATOTO media box. And that's the same with all of these devices. They all kind of do the same thing, where once you're in it, you can go back and forth. But we'll go back in here, and I'll show you that, for example, like you don't have YouTube on just regular CarPlay. You don't have any way to watch a video on here through CarPlay. So that's the cool thing about being able to have one of these devices. So you can still do Google Maps on here, and then you could drive everything from your phone and it'll show up on there instead of having to do it on the screen. Let's see what else is cool about this thing. That's really it. I mean, for me, the biggest plus of this thing is, well, there's the two big things I like about it. No, there's three. The first is that it eliminates that the audio syncing issues that the CarPlay has in the truck itself. So that's no longer a thing, but it does take a little bit longer to hook up. The second thing I like about it is that you can actually watch videos. So when you're sitting in a parking lot, you could bring up YouTube, you could bring up Netflix, you could watch the news, you could watch whatever you want. If you had some streaming TV, you know, YouTube TV or anything like that, you could watch it on here. And then the last thing I really like about it is that it gives you the opportunity to get another type of network into your truck so that you could, you know, use the AT&T in your truck if the Verizon on your phone or T-Mobile on your phone or whatever you have, Sprint, I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. But all of those, it just diversifies a little bit. So for me, if Verizon's down, I can just come to this home screen and be using the AT&T in my truck. And if both are down, then I can just go up to my GMRS radio up there and try to get a hold of somebody. But there you go. It's the ATOTO CB6. Right now it's on sale. They've got a really good deal going on. You know, I'll put the link in the description for it through the actual company, but you can also go through Amazon. And I think I looked it up. Amazon actually has a $7 off coupon right now. So it's not even like, it's like 110 bucks, which is way cheaper than anything else. So next up on my videos, it's been a while since I made one, but I finally hit 15,000 miles. I'm actually a little bit over it now. So I've had my truck for a full year. It's been 15,000 miles. So my next video is going to be like my 6 favorite things about the truck, the 6 things that I wish were different, and then the 6 big upgrades or something like that. But spoiler alert, I still love this thing. It's awesome. I don't miss my previous car. This thing does everything really well. It's just not a sports car. That's the only thing. You're not going to go ripping around the twisty turny roads and have a blast in it. But this thing is a heavy, it's a small truck, but it's still heavy. So there you go. That's it. I'm done rambling. Cheers. I hope you guys, you know, if you're looking for something like this, I hope this is helpful to you. If you don't have this kind of truck and you just have a regular wired CarPlay and you want wireless CarPlay, this device is awesome. You'll really like it. It gives you a lot of customizable features. It gives you the ability to, like I said, watch videos, and then you can tie your phone into it. You know, really good. Cheers. Hopefully you have a great day, and come back in a day or two and I will have my 1 year, 15,000 mile daily driver review of my Ranger Raptor out here.
It's over!